What does this mean? What does it mean? I was in the chat room and somebody was owning FNN. People were asking me whether or not they should hang on to some Freddie and Fannie in the chat room. And I said, I don't know. I would never hold on to these stocks. What if the government takes it over and the stock opens up at zero because they're just gone? All I know is the NASDAQ futures are gapped up $40, 40 points. That's like bigger than when Saddam Hussein was captured. I hate gap ups. Are we going to just sell this gap up also? What does this mean? I'm not smart enough to analyze what this means. What does it mean? It means that I just got a 30-year fixed mortgage about 3 weeks ago. What was the rate? 6 1/8 we got in, or 6 1/2? Huh? Was it 6 1/2 that we got that rate at? It's gonna be 5 1/2 tomorrow. The government. It's the government. What does this mean? Somebody please email me and explain to me what this means. Are we going to feel good about this? I thought I was just seeing a technical glitch when I saw the NASDAQ futures up 38. When did this happen? When was this announced? Oh! And if my day wasn't bad enough because I took the Jaguar bet anyway. If anybody's wondering about my picks, when I give picks, the 5-star lock of the day is the one game you should bet on. I've been gambling since I was 13 when I used to work for a bookie in the neighborhood, doing football sheets to the little kids in the neighborhood and to my schoolmates, football sheets. Remember those? Selling fireworks and doing football sheets, a little criminal that I was in Brooklyn. And he told me one thing. He said, son, he called me son. Whenever you see the money going one way, it's always a good thing to go the other way. Also, gamblers never win. The bookies always win because we get the vig. Also, he said, if you're going to have to gamble, take one game that you like, and that's it. And don't bet after that. It's win or lose for the week, and then move on. Pick one game you like. Bet that game. Don't go betting the afternoon games or the evening games or Monday Night Football just to try to make that money back, because that only adds to your losses generally. So the one game of the week was Philadelphia. Why? Because after careful analysis, I've realized that the LA Rams, or whatever the hell they call themselves, the St. Louis Rams, are one of the worst teams in the league. And Philadelphia, if you had noticed, they were playing really good football at the end of the year there, especially going up against the Patriots at the time when they were 28-point underdog. And generally in week one, the good teams slaughter the bad teams. And that was one of the easiest picks I've ever had. But moron, asswipe, nutball that I am, decided to go against all that I ever thought. And I put it into a 2-team reverse. So the Jaguars basically ruined my entire day. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, let's try to really make some money here. Because with a reverse, you basically have to win both games and it basically quadruples your bet, whatever. But moron that I am, reverses don't work, teasers don't work, if-then bets don't work, parlays, bullshit, all that. You pick your one game that you feel confident in. And the thing is, the 5-star lock of the week is always my most confident bet. The Jaguars, I hate the Jaguars, and I'm a big Vince Young fan. Vince Young, the man who I sat and watched in absolute horror as he danced and skipped his way into the USC end zone. And they couldn't do anything about it. USC, a team that looked like they were in slow motion against Vince Young. I will never bet against Vince Young. How much money I made 2 years ago when Vince Young shocked the NFL by just winning games. He was winning games and he was underdog every time. Vince Young. And there I was betting against Vince Young. You know why? Because I was clouded. I was clouded because it's just a click of the button. When I had to make a phone call to the bookie, it was a lot. I would hear myself saying things, and I would realize. But when it's just a click of the button, it's so easy. It's so easy just to click a few buttons. Oh yeah, and you look at the money. If you lay out this amount of money and they both win, how much you win, you see it right there in front of you, how much you could win. Idiot. But what is this Fannie Mae thing there? One good thing is I didn't go short the Qs. I was going to go short the Qs again. Whoa. Whoa. And the only bad thing about what is happening right now is that after the market rallied on Friday, after I was saying that the bear market was about to ensue, I was just speaking out of emotion, okay? I'm always looking for rallies. I will never short a stock ever again in my life. I've been trapped too many times in a goddamn short squeeze. And you can't be stubborn when you're getting squeezed. Because theoretically, you don't know how high the stock's going to go. And the panic that ensues when you're short a stock that's going up. Oh God, how high is it going to go? What's going to happen? Oh my God. One more news story, you're on upgrade. I'm going to die. I'm going to lose all my money. At least when you're long, the stock can only go to 0. And you know where you stand. You can hedge yourself. Yeah, granted, you can hedge yourself on a short, but who the hell wants to start getting into that? Because theoretically, you don't know how the thing's going to go. What are you going to do? You're going to buy calls to hedge yourself? What's the point? Come on. Oh, Fannie Mae. Freddie Mac. What does this mean? Well, the stock's going to open up at 0. They publicly traded companies. I haven't even read the whole story yet. I'm not smart enough to understand any of this. What I do know is the GTI. The GTI was a stock that made complete sense to me. I know what they do. I know the industry that they're in is an industry that's going to remain strong. So some analysts came out on Friday saying exactly what I knew, that they were going to pass their monopolistic viewpoint onto their customers and say, hey, you need our shit? You're going to have to pay up, bitch! And that's why GTI was a good stock to own. Plummeting along with the materials and the ag stocks, maybe getting, taken down in sympathy, as they say, with the market. And then, of course, there's people out there, holy shit, what's happening to GTI? Maybe there's something going on that I don't know about. Maybe I should sell my stock. I better get out. Stock was at 27, now it's at 16. Oh shit, I better sell now. But there I was, sitting there. My loss was already realized because I'm only in calls pretty much. I own some of the stock, but nothing substantial. There I was Thursday, trading it, 3,000 share blocks, 5,000 share blocks, had about 8,000 shares at one point, trying to make 10 cents, 20 cents, just to try to offset this goddamn call loss. And I was thinking, you know what? It makes so much sense. And then I saw the volume was decreasing on the way down. There was no sellers left. The stock was ripe. But the fear that maybe there was something else going on. Maybe the electrodes weren't going to be selling as much as I thought. Because who the hell knows in this bear market? You never know in a bear market. Stocks are unfairly treated. They're taken down in sympathy with the market. All ships go down. Just as in a bull market, all ships rise with the bull market. You don't even have to know what you're doing. In a bull market, they all go up. What the hell do you know? What the hell do you know? I don't know anything. Oh, what's going to happen? What the NASDAQ futures up 40. This is not a nice way to spend my Sunday evening. I just wanted to watch a little hole in the walls coming on. They got to make funny shapes to get through a wall. My kid's been looking forward to it for a month. He loves when people get injured on game shows. I showed him some of those Japanese game shows on YouTube. He was having a freaking fit. He loves that stuff so much. And then later, I'm not going to work this week probably because I've got some things to take care of. I have some meetings to save the environment. You know what I'm talking about. I'm getting involved in a lot of different things. But does Freddie and Fannie Mac, is that going to make Zolt Gap up 2 points? Is it?